மணியே நின்னே ஒளியில் நின்ற விளைவே என் சத்குருவே தேவர் முதல் காணாத திரு.
You spoke about becoming a salt doll and plunging into the ocean, but what is that state like when you are a salt doll but you are not yet plunged? What is, like, can you describe that state, what it is?
Can somebody run to the kitchen and get a spoonful of salt, put it in his mouth, he will know how it feels. Salt is good only if in a small quantity it mixes with something, only if it mixes. If you found this big ball of salt in your sambar, if it mixes, then only it's good. It's merged, if not with the samandar, at least with sambar. Only when it merges with something, it is good. If it sticks out, salt is bad, you know. So that's how life will feel. If you stick out, that's how it feels. Most people on this planet do not know a moment of absolute ease. Forget about blissfulness, forget about ecstasy, forget about anything else. They do not know what is ease. It's the most basic thing. A lot of other creatures know this. You see, a dog has eaten well, okay, totally at ease. Human beings do not know what is ease. Most people do not know what is ease. That's why they have so much disease. Yes? To simply be able to sit here, just to simply sit, no. It's going on all the time. So that's how life will be, because you're too full of salt. You know, these terms are used in so many different ways. When we say salt, it's the essence in a way. If you say salt of the earth, it means the essence of it you've taken. So when we say you are a salt doll, or if you become one, it is the essence. The essence of your personality right now is just your ideas, your emotions, your opinions, a bundle of prejudices that you carry. This is what the essence of your personality. And this may be hugely fired by the karmic influence. Memory, this is what makes you who you are. So this is your salt. The essence of your personality is just what you remember of yesterday or the previous moment. If you just wipe out your memory from all levels, not just from your mind, including your body, if you wipe out all memory, there will be no such thing as a person anywhere. If there is no person, there is just life. If there is just life, if you sit here just as a piece of life, you will throb as life. If you throb as life, you will instantly experience that life is happening in tandem with the whole existence, never separately, because it cannot exist separately, and never ever has it happened separately, always one with everything. It is only your personality which is happening separately. That is the salt. Your ideas, your opinions, your philosophies, your ideologies, when you complicate your ideas, it becomes an ideology. Your emotions, which are just another expression of the same thing, your prejudices, another expression of the same thing. Essentially, you are investing in your memory, or essentially, you invest in that which is dead. You are an undertaker. Your business is with the dead. All the time, your life is about what is over. Everything that you are is about what is already over. So because you're an undertaker, you will live in a certain jumpy condition. It once happened. Shankaran Pillai went to New York City, got into a taxi, and the taxi driver was driving to a certain destination. Being an Indian who's just landed in America, he wants to talk to everybody. Well, after all, we're Indians. So taxi driver, he started talking, and then taxi driver also opened up. And then when the destination came nearby, he wanted him to stop, so he put his hand in that small opening and touched him on the shoulder. "I want to stop here." The taxi driver jumped out of his skin and lost control over the car and went and hit a tree and went up the tree and stopped like this. And Shankaran Pillai had a bleeding nose and he said, What did I do? Why did you just jump like this? I just wanted you to stop." He said, "You don't understand. Last 32 years, I have been driving a hersey. Never ever my customers ever did this." That is, he's been working for an undertaker, so his customers are always dead. And today, when the customer touches him on the shoulder, he lost it. And most human beings are living like this, they're jumpy about everything. They're jumpy about everything because they're living with the dead. If you live with yesterday, you are living with the dead. Please understand, look at this carefully. Everything that you are, your personality is crafted from that which is dead. Your eyes are colored with that which is dead. From what happened yesterday, you look at everybody. So you're living with the dead. And in case something alive happens, you will be jumpy, you will jump out of your skin. You will see, when we initiate people, something comes alive little bit, people are jumpy, what's happening? You're coming alive. You've been dead for a long time. This is called raising the dead.
Say, how to address the larger issues of my life. There are no large issues in your life.
Somebody needs to help me understand that.
What is the large issue that you're talking about? It is just about what job to take, which girl to marry,
that about covers it.
where to go for vacation, whether to get married or not get married, These are the things, isn't it? These are not large issues, these are little things in your life. Yes, oh, is it just a small thing whom I get married to? I'm not saying it's a small thing, but as an issue, it's a small issue, little issue. As a consequence to your life, yes, it has many things. But this is something that human beings have done for millions of years. We have enough experience on these things, isn't it? We know that whatever job we take, whoever we marry, it is just the way we make out of it. Every experience of life, you can make it an enriching experience. Every experience in your life, you can make a curse out of it. See, there is nothing wrong in your job, whatever job you're doing. There's nothing wrong getting this job, there's nothing wrong in losing this job. There's nothing wrong in getting married, there's nothing wrong in getting divorced. There's nothing wrong in not getting married. There is nothing wrong in anything, there's nothing wrong in this or that. But it is just that you make misery out of it, that's wrong. If you do this, you make misery out of it. If you do that, you make misery out of it. That's what is wrong with you. So you got married, is it wrong? That's not the point. There's nothing wrong with it. You did not get married, is it wrong? No, there's nothing wrong with it, that's wonderful too. You got divorced, is it wrong? No, that's also wonderful. It is just that you make misery out of everything, that's what is wrong. You just address that one issue, everything will be settled. That's what we are looking at. How not to make misery out of everything. If this one thing is settled, everything is settled, isn't it? Yes? If you know how to walk through this world joyfully, through marriage and divorce and celibacy and everything, if you know how to walk through this joyfully, what is the problem? Whatever you do is beautiful, isn't it?
Does this mean just living this whole life happily without realizing self is enough?
That comes next. If you don't even know how to be happy, don't have such goals as realization. They are very far away from you. See, you are just dismissing something very fundamental to your life with a stupid definition. Happiness is not just a state of mind, it is just the basis of the quality of life that you live here, isn't it? Is it such a small thing, happiness? Oh, it's just a state of mind. Is it a small thing? It's the biggest issue, isn't it?
In your book you have written, this is the minimum thing to do in life is
Yes.
be happy.
Yes.
And if I do that in the entire life, will I be fulfilling my life?
No. No, I didn't say that. I said, if that is not possible, forget realization and all that nonsense. It's not even in your sphere. If you are capable of going through this world joyfully, then you could talk about going beyond. If you are not even capable of going through this joyfully, talking about beyond is no good. There is no way, I'm telling you. There is simply no way. For a person who is constantly creating inner battles all the time, how will he deal with the bondages of life and how will he transcend that? There's no question. It doesn't arise in your life. So first thing is working towards to be a blissful human being. If that happens, the rest becomes very simple. Because a blissful human being, once your happiness is not at stake, anything that's needed you will do, isn't it? Right now you cannot do what's needed because always your happiness is at stake. You are thinking which is the right thing to do, which is the right thing to do. There is no right thing to do in your life. There is no wrong thing to do in your life. If you know how not to make misery out of everything that you do, whatever you're doing is the right thing. If you're making misery out of everything that you do, everything that you do is the wrong thing. So that's the only issue you have to look at. Others are all petty things. What does it matter, which way you do it?
Brahmananda Swarupa